today was just one of those days. But I did a thing that ended up being really fun and completely consumed me for half of the day. So I have a handful of pen pals, although we have kind of stopped our correspondence just to lighten the load of the postal workers and also maybe try to be safe. So often my pen pals, my wonderful pen pals, whom I miss corresponding with very much, just for the record, if any of you are watching this, often will send stickers and washi tape even, and random pictures and papers, and I don't know what you call it. Is it paraphernalia? What is paraphernalia? Ephemera? Yeah, right? That's the word. But anyways, I had this like whole stack of random things from pen pals, stickers and pictures and washi tape. And I decided, you know what? I think it's time to use those things. And so my goal this morning was to pull everything out that I've received, that I've been collecting, and apply it into my journal, which was really fun. So this was the first one. It was actually inspired by the prior page in which I was like, I really don't feel like dealing with writing at the bottom of the page today. And someone, a pen pal, had recently sent me some washi tape and some stickers. And so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to use those things. And I did. And then I was like, well, now that I've pulled all this stuff out from my pen pals, maybe I should just run with it and use as much as I can. And then I did. I used everything that I have received and saved from my pen pals, with the exception of the letters themselves. So I ran out of things to use, and at this point, I think I was addicted to the whole process, the challenge of layering and creating like continuity on the page, and I just had so much fun. So I decided to stop, and I was like, I'll just go back to my normal journaling and just write. But that, I don't know, that urge was still there. I really wanted to like collage. And I remembered that I have like random bits and bobs, things that I have been saving for a long time that I've collected throughout the years at thrift stores and antique stores. But I don't really they don't serve much of a purpose. This was a duplicate book that I had, Agatha Christie. I think I can state that she is my favorite author. I had these lovely little schedule books. One is from 1903, the other one is from the mid-1930s, and so I used elements of that as well, and just had a lot of fun. It became, I don't know, like this it was just so interesting to play around with different ways to layer materials. I used fabric and pressed flowers. I even drew a little bit and did some watering color. I was supposed to go to Scotland for 16 days this June. It would have been my very first trip abroad. I was going by myself. I had hostels booked and an Airbnb booked, and everything else I was not investigating. I didn't want to see any pictures of where I was going. I didn't want to know anything that where I was going. I just wanted to basically fly, get dropped in this new country, and experience it as I go. And if there was a street I wanted to walk down, I could do that without any sort of like schedules to meet. But I have since canceled that trip, unfortunately. So that's a little bit of a bummer. So this is kind of like an homage to my lost Scotland trip. And a lot of these little texts are from the Curtain book in a kind of horrible gurgle. My narrative of the days spent, day 33, quarantine 2020. I put in little page numbers. There's some vintage stamps from the 1950s that I have. These are little images are actually from stamps as well. Again, from the 1950s. Diary, April 17th, 2020. How charming she had looked. How stupefied I had been. There's some entries from one of these little, I think it's from this one. These are pressed flowers that I had found on a walk. And so I glued them in. I'm not sure how to work with pressed flowers, to be honest. They're very fragile and I feel like they're just going to crumble off the page eventually. But I then painted a little bit to kind of create this cohesion or continuity. So there's little elements that kind of mimic each other. This is the inside of those vintage envelopes that I have, and just little things like that. And so this was chapter 17 in the Perot book, the Agatha Christie book. So there's his little mustache. And then I cut out a TH and made it 17th. And then this April is from the cover itself. It was right up here. The rifle fell from the colonel's hand. His body sagged. I spilled. So that's what I've been up to. I need to catch up on everyone's comments. I've been in a little bit of I'm emotionally drained, I think. And so I just haven't had a chance to respond to everybody. And I do apologize for that. I don't like taking so long to respond to all your wonderful comments because they're so appreciated. But I don't want to just respond carelessly. I like to put thought into responses. So anyways, hopefully I'll catch up on that soon. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're safe and healthy and sane. Staying sane as best as you can. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching.